All right. Still trying to finish that at. I objective here. That was
Better not be cursed.
ah.
Wits and blades, always sharp. Work to be done. Going. With haste. Here goes nothing.
Wait.
No longer a background murmur. The presence in your mind builds to a roar.
We've found it. The Absolute is behind this door.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Oh, the general voice. Is this where we salute?
Salute, yes, with cleavers through his blood-starved flesh. How it crawls with failure, like flies on lick-wet carrion.
You forget yourself, Orin. I've played my part.
You've built an army for our masters, true enough. But what of the astral prison? A rogue true soul flaunting under your nose all this time, and you ran from her.
Sure that they would follow and deliver it into my hands here. If you would cease these distractions.
The distractions have been yours, Ketherick. Perhaps we never should have dug your daughter up. So you haven't lost your edge. But you're still not as sharp as Orin, I wager. The Slayer against the Undying One. That'd be fun to see.
His crypt breath sings to my sinews again, 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 again.
He seems normal.
But he must lead the murder march to Baldur's grave.
That sounds fun too.
If the weapon is truly in your grasp, Ketherick, might I suggest closing your fist? Orin and I can wait for you no longer. The plan proceeds. We're going to the city, and we expect you to follow. Army and the weapon in tow.
The Edict of Bane.
The lash of Thor!
The Testament of Merkel!
An elder brain. One of the cruelest and most powerful creatures in existence. Enslaved by mere mortals.
There we are. It wouldn't do to fight in front of our guest. Behold, Duke Ravengard, the Absolute.
Whom preserve us?
You wag your word flap in vain, Alderling. Once the worm holds the whip, your shredded flesh will serve us.
We didn't want to. There.
Shit, no! Father!
Now, it's really time we were going. We will empty this place and begin the march. You may catch up with the army once you've retrieved the weapon. And Ketherick, do try not to sulk. You're supposed to be the fearsome general come to conquer the city. And I am the hero who will save it.
It is time, faithful ones. March on Baldur's Gate. We go to prepare the way.
There you are, as predicted. What is it, I wonder, that draws one toward death like a moth to light? You could have run away, absconded with the prism. The one thing that could prevent me from fulfilling my destiny. But the lure of one's destiny is irresistible, isn't it? Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history before you are erased from it. A bright flash of clarity before the snuffing out. Finer champions than you have tried and failed. But perhaps they lacked the fear that drives you. Your freedom hanging in the balance. Let us speak plainly. My Lord Merkel gave me the one thing I desired, the one thing no other god could grant me. My daughter's life returned. Her heart beating once more. For that, he asked that I serve as his chosen. Join Orin and Gortash to grow the cult of the Absolute, and then take control of it. He's never had a more devoted follower. I have fought great wars before, in the service of other gods and other powers. But for Merkel, I would condemn all of Faerun to death. You are all that stands between me and my destiny. And you have brought the prism here. I will kill you now. And then I will raise you as my servant. Yes. Join the army of the dead, true soul. Witness Lord Merkel's glory.
Gathering still clings to his power. We need the Night Song. Free! I won't give in.
Bumbler.
The blade will not bend.
What's the plan? On the move. Not but another harvest. By your command.
I didn't mean. Oh, this are.
Can't even catch my breath.
Attack, soldiers!
Dead.
On my way. My faith will protect me. Take your
Victor's path. Two steps at a time.
Can't do anything with this.
Need to find a way forward. Let's finish this.
Not even a complete. hiding it.
Forever dauntless. Finding my way. A bright idea.
Focus straight through. Take two. Sometimes the only way out is through. Catherine Thorn, face me.
Oh, like got him.
What a fool you are. You cannot kill me. I am eternal. Merkel, Lord of Bones, I am here. I am ready. I am yours.
Second. Oh, third phase, I guess. I already had the.
Shit.
And Jahira's dead. Okay, Will's down. What's my most powerful spell? Oh shit, that did one. Cannot regain hit points. Okay. Wish I read that before I tried to have him regain hit points. 6%. Okay.
Now you wear a face to match your soul, Oathbreaker.
Okay, so he's dead. Now, I'm frightened. I'm losing.
One life to my life.
Kind of thought that first fight was. Yeah, let me reload. Well,
Need to find a way forward. Seems simple enough.
probably smart actually, Nick. But
No longer. We've found it. The Absolute.
It isn't you. Sure.
But it already.
And help.
And Catherine. And I.
There you. Perhaps you hope to learn your place in history. Fine. I will kill you now. With
So long as Nightfall's in that cage, Catherine.
Hey, who's fast?
Blood comes easy these days. What path lies before me?
No holding back. Finding my way.
You still have time to surrender. Red in tooth and claw. No rest, be you wicked or wise.
What now?
This is my time.
focus your attack, soldiers.
Follow away.
Oh my.
I'm slipping away.
kind of thought that would deal more.
For the fallen.
Snapped out of it though.
Victor's path.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
Okay, what did Will do?
Don't waste a step. Always the same old song.
No holding back.
And I thought we were going to be friends.
Battle favors the fearless. No time to waste.
Onward.
Trying to kill you. Why is it always you here?
The stitching time saves, well, you know. Take care. Consider my hackles raised.
No holding back.
I never have any up.
Nothing important is ever easy.
He climbed.
Death greets us all, but not today.
Battle favors the fearless.
die. Take you.
Kill 'em. Kill those two. Still helpful.
This is the easy part. Still breathing, despite everything.
Let my enemies fall.
Survival is all that matters. Take you.
Right, Dame killing coming in clutch here. Oh, she's killing the Necronet. Target cat.
No better moment. Into position. Never a dull moment.
5%. Dave.
I think I could go another round.
This is my time.
saved. Said they take half.
Orders.
Saved.
Take two.
He's literally attacking everyone except Catherine. Get killed by his own. Okay.
Take two. Now you wear a face to match your soul, Oathbreaker.
One life to my life. Sustain.
Damage.
your soul in good hands.
I killed it with the psionic backlash. A lot of resurrections. Too.
Impossible. Death cannot take me. I am its master. My lord, hear me. Nothing. I am forsaken. You have no idea what you've done. Isabel.
I respect it. Respect it.
No. No. We pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed.
You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Really made it out by the skin of him.
Let's move.
Not fast travel.
Still alive, so that's progress. Looking ahead.
That took the edge off.
Will was here. You know, I don't think.
Something's on my mind.
We fly at your word. We fly at your word. We fly at your word.
Here, I hope.
In death, the body is cooling, but energy radiates from the stone.
Remarkable. Truly.
Oh, I kind of forgot about.
And now the picture comes together. The Absolute is neither god nor man. It is the Elder Brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. The crown's marking
I got her
suggests it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain. One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver.
Lovely
A
man.
worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder. Ketheric was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the Dead Three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an elder brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. We prepare for the fight of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an elder brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death Gods chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends. I will be your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Let's see what this does.
I better be able to get a for this.
It's been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
Matters to discuss. The shadows yet fester. The Dead Three united under cover of darkness. The balance shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do Illithids possess souls? No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an Illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services. Then thou must provide the proper payment. This is the price of balance. Well counted. I recommend keeping thy distance for a moment. By doom and dusk I strike thy name
With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure, we're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I. And more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. As the maelstrom howls, Mizura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. You were right, of course. The new eye is a sending stone, courtesy of Mizura. She uses it to track my location and call from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mazora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mazora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did. I understand. No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
Aelin! Isabel! My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father,
Yeah, that was
he
a while
can't
ago.
hurt us anymore.
I beat up Ketherick.
I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him.
So Ketherick
But for
formed
all his sins,
two partners,
he
and
brought
they're
you back to me.
trying to go destroy
Are you all right?
Baldur's Gate with the absolute
I will be.
giant brain.
And you? In this moment, I want for nothing.
They should.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell.
No, I don't.
My boot crushed the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew, and we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later? We look forward to it.
You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words. Aelin! We'll see you later. Long, dark below, but light above. Light at last.
Fate spins along as it should. Hast thou need of my services?
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished, as one, and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Do better.
Where matters of balance are concerned,
I should do. Yeah.
eternally cold. No.
I expected it, but I want.
There'll be plenty of dead to mourn when this is done. But songs to sing too.
Ketheric's done, but that army's already on the move. This isn't done yet.
With Jaheira to lead us, and you bringing light to the shadows, we might just have a chance.
Running over my. Look what they invented for. Yeah, the game's moving a little faster. I don't. He was in the back pocket.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shah's...
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to two others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
So,
You feel Shadowheart's mind
remember
at the
the
edge of
night song
You know this
that was
message.
keeping Cather Thorne
She
mortal?
wants you to see whatever
Turns
is
out
about to be revealed.
was her drawing from her life force,
Your mind
and we
joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you,
freed her.
bringing you elsewhere. You remember that it is a common right among Seluna's followers to send their children off into the woods to find their way home. Perhaps this time it had gone awry. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
That is him. He lives still. And your mother, too.
No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family? You are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents. I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain.
Love how you
Shah is
have
quick to discard whatever she has no use for.
her in
I
her
think you know that well enough.
heavy,
But I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah
and then Shadow Hearts and like
Seluna has
her
equal
underclothes.
They are one.
Oh, you just said the exact same thing.
Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
Would feel a lot
I'll
more
need every advantage, it seems.
still Shadow Heart.
Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Oh. Magical. There's this something. Yeah, they gave. Here it is. I wear. I have this really nice heavy armor. I don't have anyone that uses. This is kind of better than what I. Still wearing all of Char's stuff. That's just kind of twist. You announce your god. Call her.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer.
Someone die? I hear a vampire guy. He's actually standing in the background. In the back, not here, on like the right. I just told him to stay in camp. I was using.
Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, most high. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the wicked one. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch.
I just wasn't good.
My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it.
Pray, ask, and I will tell. A century of it by now. I loved her from the moment I beheld her sweet face. Her great, wise eyes. Her father Ketheric never did trust me. He did not fancy an immortal for his daughter's paramour. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned
Okay, but
bitterly.
didn't really like
Ketheric's
their.
pain could be
I was
touched
too
by
good.
no aid, no
Did not
bounty.
have
He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of
not
Loss,
to.
for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed.
I don't even have
murdered,
anyone that can use
made
heavy
dead
armor.
over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live! Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt.
I'm trying to sleep. They're all
Her
just standing
sacred
and
flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
like her.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon
That's
Maiden
what I love about
herself. Tell me,
acting.
do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew. She was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
Shout boo. I'm gonna refrain from.
I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them.
Yeah.
And myself. No matter what. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing, rest. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long, but I'm grateful for a safe place to, well, just to be.
Yeah, here's a story on have them
So,
in the camp.
it's a quest to free Shadowheart's parents, is it? And here I was, worried I'd be the only one with a difficult family reunion waiting in the city. Before anything else, I need to know where it's happening. To the public, Cazador is an ordinary noble, a little reclusive perhaps, but just another of the great and the good of Baldur's Gate. He has a grand palace on the hills of the gate, where he hosts the city's high society. I don't know if he performed the ritual there. It feels too public. He'd risk exposure.
The giant brain thing controlling it, so it's hard
Because I'm
to.
not striking another deal with Raphael. Knows what he'd demand this time. But if the citizens of Baldur's Gate don't know anything, my brothers and sisters might. Cazador is a master of secrets, but the other spawn must have seen something.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious. Fine. What's on your mind? How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again.
A good night.
These boots have seen everything.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness.
Hey.
Truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk. I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you've taken a Illithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. All right, what else is on your mind?
I would not linger in this land over long. But whatever your business, I will aid you if
I love
can.
how they just hang around completely covered in. Oh, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to pick up a from the floor. Where the hell did it go?
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious. I think I know what you mean. There's an undeniable rapport, and yet we haven't made time for each other. Time alone. Easily remedied, if you like. I know a place. Well, perhaps easy isn't quite the right word. We'll have to retrace our steps back out of the Shadow Curse. I'd like to get to know you better without worrying about hazardous surroundings, if it's all the same. That should do nicely. It'll be worth the trek back. I promise. We can go in your own time, but let's be careful to not advance too far forwards. I'd hate for us to miss our chance because events took a turn. No time to dally.
How high?
Sharp as ever.
I'm ready. This way.
Can't give up now.
I've been lied to. My whole life. And I was gullible enough to just believe it. My parents are alive, and I have to save them. I think part of me always knew that. A part that Shah denied to me. Indeed. But the truth may yet prove painful. Who knows what Shah still keeps from me? We'd better press on for now, and hope we're ready when the moment comes. But before that, there's one thing I need to see to. You'll see for yourself soon enough. Just leave it with me.
Time to press ahead.
Be gone, friend. I have a darling to adore. Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Playing for like night. Brush your teeth.